Good morning, boys. What is up? Today's setup is going to be a little bit different just because my house ran out of power. So I literally had to trade on my phone and laptop. It was the most makeshift setup. Regardless, made $5,600. It did affect my trading. If you look at my Tradeify, right, I'm currently funded with 15 funded accounts on Lucid, Tradeify, and Top Step. You can see I'm now on Express. I passed my evals last night, made $700 per Express today, or per XFA. So it's $3,500 as well as $2,000 on Lucid. I made or lost $50 on Tradeify. I basically got break even, and I'm gonna explain that trade right now. Done showing you guys the P&L. I also took a swing trade, which I'm gonna show you guys. That made 7.5 thousand. That is on eval. That is purely on eval. I would never actually hold a $7,000 trade. I would take my profits. We're in a 5 minute right now. Nice. But I'm gonna go over what I saw coming into the market. So on the 4 hour, I was insanely bullish. There's nothing bearish for me, honestly, about the 4 hour time frame. We tapped into, especially because of the daily time frame, not really the 4 hour. On the daily, we tapped into this daily order block right here, right? Swing high, we broke structure, close right here. On Wednesday, we close above this swing high, creating a daily order block. On Thursday, we pull back into it, and this close is telling us that we clearly want to break at least all-time highs, right? So we respect the daily order block aligned with a bullish 4 hour. From there, we get a 1 hour. This retrace last night was a little funny. I don't know why we retraced so deep, but we retraced into a 1 hour CISD, 1 hour gap, which was also aligned with EQ of the range. If we look at our fib, right? Also aligned with 0.5 of the range. So we retraced into equilibrium of the range, which was also a 1 hour gap and a 1 hour CISD retrace. Inversed the only bearish gap. We inversed the only bearish gap. So the only reason I was actually open to shorts by market open was because if you look at Nasdaq, right, we had an S&T at that high with ES originally, and we were somewhat respecting the 15-minute bearish gap, right? I was looking at this bullish 5 minute right here. We do have a bullish 15-minute right here and a bullish 5 minute coming out of it. That's all I was looking at. I wanted to see a reaction come out of these. If we inversed this 5 minute, I would have been open to shorts to these lows, but we ended up, that's why I had that low marked out, but we ended up fully respecting it, and I went long at 929 to this high. We also have Asian and London, basically equal highs, relatively equal highs at Asian and London. Very strong draw on liquidity. And then we have, this is yesterday's London high. I just never erased it, and I'm going to show you why I never erased it now. If you give me 1 second, I'm going to show you the trade I took today first, right? So 4 hour gap as well as a daily order block below us right there. On top of that, we have a 15-minute bullish gap coming out of an hourly gap, right? We look at the hourly time frame. It's daily order block, 4 hour gap, 1 hour CISD, 1 hour gap, 15-minute gap, 5 minute gap. Ideally, we would have inversed this 15-minute bearish gap pre-market. That's what I actually wanted to look for, to target London and Asian, but instead we got just as good as a setup in my opinion. I went long at 929 after this crazy reaction right here. With on Top Step and Lucid, my stop loss was here, targeting this high. Right now on Lucid, I took profit here, and on Lucid, I took profit here. On Top Step, I actually got a better fill. On Top Step, I entered like down here and got a really good fill on Top Step. But in general, my trade was actually a 929 long, targeting this 15-minute high up here. Of course, break even at this internal high right here. I thought this is a very prominent draw on liquidity. If you look at the 15-minute time frame, it is a very nice high that we can just target coming out of that 5 minute. Right? We see price is clearly displacing from this 5 minute order block, from this 5 minute gap. There's not really any gap to inverse in this leg that I noticed or caught my eye, but we did create a CISD here and here with literally every down closing candle in this leg. So we created a CISD at 929, went long right there. Now, like I said, on Top Step and Lucid, my stop loss was down here. On Tradeify, my stop loss was here. So if you look at my Tradeify, it is down $11 because I got stopped out and then I had to re-enter here, targeting this high. So it was like I lost $400 on a trade, and then I made like 390 or like 200, some shit like that. I don't even know what the details are, but basically break even. $11 is essentially fees. So I'm considering that break even if you want to count it as down $50, and I made $5,550 today instead of $5,600. But yeah, trade was based off 929 longs, gave it some breathing room at this low because that is the low of the order block that we respected. If price were to actually invalidate my trade idea, it would break this low and in turns push lower. But we respected the 5-minute order block, respected the 5-minute gap, and got a bullish reaction coming out of it. That is all I needed to target these 5 and 15-minute highs resting above us. What other trades were valid besides the one I took, because you guys don't always trade market open? Well, if we look at price, you can see we created a 2-minute FVG, and we still have London and Asian highs above us untouched, right? Right here. London and Asian highs untouched, resting right above us. So I look for, fuck, are you gonna work or not? I'm on a laptop. This is so much harder than you guys think. This could potentially be a retrace to all-time highs. Maybe. I do want to see all-time highs get taken, and this was the biggest retrace so far in the day. So I wouldn't be surprised if this goes up and takes all-time highs. Right? But not only do we tap a 2-minute gap, but that 2-minute gap is also aligned with, if we look at the fib, once again, the 50% point to the tick, right? Did I draw that correctly? I thought it was to the tick. Yeah, well, essentially to the tick. One of my students literally bottom ticked this shit like that, taught him 0.5. He longed off that alone, knowing you have the discretion for price to push higher. You clearly want London and Asian highs resting above you. Enter off 0.5 with a gap. Would I ever enter off that? Not necessarily, but I would base a reaction off it as justified. I would enter here with probably stops below that low. Justify RR, maybe a little bit higher. I would put them here. Maybe just a higher target. Previous day London high to justify that risk you're putting on the table. But yeah, overall, great fucking trade. Students, literally all my students banked today, and you guys were always asking about the mentorship, so I did open that back up. If you guys are interested, I'll leave the fucking link in the description for you guys to apply. It's gonna say free training. Just follow it through and you'll fucking be one of my students, bro. But yeah, beside this, I thought this was a great long right here. You could have entered off this, or this, targeting, well, if you did this, it's a little riskier, but you could target yesterday's London highs, yesterday Asian's high, shit like that, right? That all played out. This seems like a great long too. Could have entered off the reaction there, like I said, right? Targeting all-time highs. This could play out. Potentially, I do like that setup, right? You are in a bearish 3 minutes, so potentially wait for that to inverse if you want to add a risk, right? Highest time frame bearish gap is that 3 minute, which is closing in 2 minutes, so I don't know how probable that is. But besides that, I want to show you guys because I'm proud of myself, bro. I'm not a swing trader. You guys know I'm not a swing trader, right? Here's a trade I took. I'm an intraday trader. I've made $400,000 in the last few months intraday trading. But I've never actually swing traded. And I did yesterday. I entered off this 5-minute CISD. Targeting London highs. This is the trade I took, right? We tapped that daily order block right here. We tapped that bullish 4-hour right there. And then we got a 5-minute flip. Draw was clearly all-time highs. Flip finally got a 5-minute bullish CISD after tapping into that order block. So I went long with stops below the low, targeting that high. And you can see that's what this is up here. Is it not there? Okay, wait. Let me find it real quick. It was the P&L I showed you guys earlier of the 7.5 thousand. It was set to 8,000. Yes, it is an eval. It is a 2-stage eval with funding pips. If it goes well, I can recommend it. I just want to get into swing trading on the side when I'm bored. Would be nice, right? What am I doing? There we go. 7.8K, 0.4K. Damn, $400 in fees is brutal. But yeah, TP was set at $800. or at $400. Oh, that did not play out. That 3 minute did not inverse. Brutal. But yeah, that was the trade I took. Been in a swing for like a day now. Besides that, I really liked longs today, right? If this were to inverse pre-market, I would have been open to shorts to this range low because we've also been ranging. But no, we respected a 15 minute inside of a daily order block, inside of a 4-hour gap, inside of a 1-hour CISD, inside of a 1-hour gap. We made a 15-minute gap that created a 5-minute gap, right? What do I teach you guys about continuation? Wait for confluences to create other confluences. So many of you guys are just trying to enter off like, oh, we swept liquidity and I entered off a 5-minute gap. Like, don't you trade that way? You always trade that way? No, I wait for confluences to create confluences. I waited for a daily order block to create an hourly gap, to create an hourly CISD, to create a 15-minute gap, to create a 5-minute gap, to wait for a 1-minute displacement coming out of that 5-minute gap, right? Targeting is high. Overall, great trade. Today was a very clear long setup. Unfortunately, ES took out most draws on liquidity before Nasdaq. By that, I mean internal draws like London and Asia. So if you were in longs to London and Asia, you would have had to cut them short early just because of the way price took. If you look at, right, 932 is when we took it out. If you look at 932 on Nasdaq, we just had taken out, well, my TP, which was not London and Asian highs. So yeah, overall, great trading days. If you guys are interested in joining up and learning with me, feel free to click the link in bio. If not, you know I already post every day on YouTube regardless. And so many kids have turned profitable from that alone. But I hope you guys have a great fucking day. Take advantage of the alpha sale. Please, I'm literally begging you to not be a fucking idiot because you don't understand how fucking cheap they are. How fucking cheap these accounts are right now, right? So if you're not taking advantage of the code 25% off, code ALE for 25% off, you're going to fucking pay full price in a week from now, all right? Oh, actually, the sale ends today. So check if it's still valid. All right. Hope you guys have a great fucking day. I will see you boys tomorrow morning. I am dropping a interview with one of my students that hit a $30,000 trading, not month. He had a $20,000 trading month and a $30,000 payout with goal, which is fucking huge, right? So I am going to drop that tomorrow. It's going to help a lot of you guys out who struggle with psych and don't understand why you're not making money in the markets. So I hope you guys have a great fucking day, and I will see you boys tomorrow. All right, peace out. Have a great day.